Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is April and I'm a part-time reseller and a full-time ELA teacher. And today I pulled, it's Monday, October 14th, no school today, and I pulled all of my items I will be shipping. And I don't know if suddenly some kind of gods up on Olympus decided that I get to sell some things because this weekend's been a lot better than I have experienced in the last couple months. Probably the last 2 months. So I sold a total of 32 items since Saturday morning when I shipped for a total of $777.17. That's a weird number, right? 17 items on Poshmark, 4 on Mercari, 3 on Depop, and 8 on eBay. And so what we're going to do is just get right into it. I will let you know what I sold, where I got it, if I remember, how much I paid for it, and also how much it sold for. So get yourself something to drink to stay hydrated. I look like a hot mess. It has been a very busy day. I literally have not even gotten myself ready for the day, and I only have like an hour to get through this video as well as one other video I'm making this morning. So let's pop on to it. Starting with the last thing that sold this morning, actually second to last, this Mark and Graham tote. Somebody messaged me about measurements, and lo and behold, they did offer me $45. This is actually a pretty good brand. If you've never heard of it before, I'll show you that label because I hadn't heard of it before. I got this from a Helpsy pallet of accessories. They no longer do those accessory palette as far as I know. So it's not something you can get, but if you're interested in trying Helpsy out, I do have a 10% off code in the description. So $45. All right, what else have we got? I'm trying to go in order so I don't miss anything. Express is not a brand I sell very often. There are a couple things from Express I will pick up, but this came in a ThredUp 200-pound mixed women's rescue box, and so I just decided it's such a pretty color. I thought this red would be very good for the holiday season, and it sold for $17. Okay. Let's see if I can find this little Chico's necklace that's sold. I love selling Chico's jewelry. Let me pull it right out for you. Really pretty pearl or fake pearl. It's almost like a, they're almost like potato pearls, which is just the shape of the pearl. It's not perfectly round. And that sold on an offer to me for $15. I get those most of the time. I know I got this from online Goodwill. You can go on their sites and just bid on large lots of jewelry. You usually pay about $1 an item. Levi's. Some people have been saying Levi's aren't selling, and I agree they're not selling like they used to, especially vintage Levi's. But these low-rise slim straight jeans, size 27, which is a smaller size, size 4, sold on an offer to me for $18. And I know I got these from my local Salvation Army, and I paid $1 for them. Been going there on dollar days and getting a lot of stuff, but they just stopped doing their dollar days. Let me just turn you a little bit this way. On Saturdays, so they'll only have one Saturday a month. They were trying to downsize. They had way too much inventory, I guess. This was a bundle. So these 2 items, these little baby shoes, they're so stinking cute. They sold with these UGG shoes that came from a Helpsy accessory palette. I think this also came from that same palette. I got that palette like last summer. And those Levi's I got like maybe a month ago, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. Recently, because they were doing their dollar days recently. The Express dress has probably been like 6 to 8 months, and the Mark and Graham has been like a year. These came from not an accessories palette. I don't know if I just said that, but they came from a shoe palette. These 2 together sold for $28, which I was happy. This Bo Bucks brand, I think, is a pretty good brand for kids, but it does sell fairly well, but just not a high seller. All right, this hat sold within a day of listing it. I just got this. This will appear in my next thrift haul video. It's Ralph Lauren. I love picking up Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren, I don't know how people say it. This sold for $18, and I know I paid $1 for it. So I'm going to slide that over there, woo, so that I can include it in my next video. $18. I paid $1 for it. I think I said that. This shirt came from my very first ThredUp box ever. which was like in 2021. It's a very high-end brand called Proenza Schuler. It is a men's small, and I had this listed for like 140, and I had gotten an offer for like $70, and this was a long time ago. When you got a 50% offer, you were like, are you kidding me? Like, it didn't happen very often that you got 50% offers when I first started. And so I countered, and the person didn't buy it. And I remember still their name had the word doctor in it. And I just accepted an offer for $34 because I've had it for like 4 years. So, and I even countered, we went back and forth a couple times on that. This Anthropologie moth sweater came also in a thread up box, mixed women's rescue box. It is new from a boutique, and it sold on an offer to me for $15. So Anthropologie moth, I'll show you that tag if you've never seen it. Depending on the materials, it can do all right. Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't spend a ton on it. I picked this vintage dress up at my local Salvation Army. I've had it probably 3 months. Let me show you the front and button the back, or unsnap the back. It's so pretty how it has like an organza kind of like overlay on the skirt. It's handmade, and it's got a velour top. And I picked it up for $1 because I just thought it was so pretty. Unfortunately, it was probably a bad buy. I have an issue with saving things that are old. It only sold for $13. It's probably from the 60s. Okay, this watch, this Peugeot watch, came from the Helpsy Accessories palette. I paid, I think, $800 or so for that palette. And almost all those purses you see back there came from that palette. It was such a good deal. I wish they still had them because they were phenomenal. I had so many high-end brands in there, but this sold for $24. I just got this from Helpsy, and this is a bedding brand called Buffy, and we love Buffy bedding. And this is called the Eucalyptus Duvet Cover. It's a California King in a gray stripe, and this sold for $72. My average cost of goods, I think, for that was $10, if I'm remembering correctly. Flipping my page. I put this into the bag, but this is a J. Crew Mercantile. It's a very popular brand called the Teddy sweater, which, if I think of it, I'll pop up a picture of Teddy sweaters. I've sold a lot of Teddy sweaters. They are very popular, Teddie, and that sold for $20. And that's usually what you get for them, around between $20 and like $28. So look for those. And it doesn't say Teddy sweaters on them. You just get to know the style. It's like a scoop, or not a scoop, but a crew neck. It's got like a kind of almost like a fitted style at the hem. Oh shoot, I forgot to pull these. I'll have to put a picture up for you. They're Party Light. They're a Whispering Leaves set of 3 tea light holders for fall. I'd gotten those for us and we just didn't use them, so I sold those for $10. And then I must have skipped a sale because, yes, I did. I've got a bundle, a 4-piece sale, a Cacique bra, which if you don't know the Cacique bra brand, these do pretty well. It is a Lane Bryant brand. I'll show you that. Like a sub brand. This bra, and then these 2 Playtex bras, they're exactly the same that I just, I think I paid $1 each for these. Oh, let me hold them up the right way. And this is a brand that's like a boutique brand. I think Francesca's actually may make it. It's called Alya, Alya. And this is a very pretty bohemian style jumper, which is kind of crazy because today here it's actually snowing in certain parts, and it's October 14th, did I say? 14th, and there was actually snow in certain areas around here. Anyway, that bundle only sold for $50, but I was fine with that because I've had this forever, and I knew I only paid $1 for each of those. I think I got this from a thread up mixed women's rescue box, and I only paid $1 for each of these, and I probably paid $3 for this. So I wasn't really upset about that. All right. And then last, very confused. Okay. Sorry. I'm not very confused. I'm good. These were my child's. They're Nike. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. Pants, but she's now got a job. She actually has 1 year left of college, but she's doing a co-op and she's making her own money and she's bought all of her own things and she didn't want these anymore. So I sold these. They're small and they still sold for, what did you sell for? $16, so not bad. These Abercrombie jeans were given to me. They're boys size 14. And they sold on an offer to me for $12. And they were probably only listed about a week to 2 weeks. And then last is a new with tags Cyrus, which is a brand that is sold at TJ Maxx. It's new. And it is a gray cable knit, really soft sweater, large. And it sold for $28. So there is all of Poshmark. Let's move on over to Mercari. 4 sales on Mercari. Love Mercari because what you sell is what you get. Now this watch set, Anne Klein watch set, new with tags. Battery doesn't work, does it? No, I said it didn't work in the listing. Sold within an hour. On an offer to me for $27. I paid $3 for it. So yes, thank you. Okay, J. Crew. These came from a friend that I actually just made a video and uploaded it recently, doing an unboxing, giving some information about my friend online Facebook, in a Facebook group who sells. If you're looking for inventory, she can help you. And, you know, you can go to that video to watch more. But anyway, these are J. Crew. My average cost of goods for her was $12. But these are the curvy fit full length demi boot. I got like Suzanne, I got a lot of really good high selling things in there, frame denim. So, you know, these sold for $24. So I only made $11.50, but they sold within like 3 days. And other items are going to sell for a ton more. So you have to keep that in mind when you're buying things, right? This J. Crew dress came in a thread-up mixed women's rescue. It's new with tags. I've had it probably about, I don't know, 5 months, 4 months. And it sold for $27. And then last, and I do need to steam this, is a Cynthia Rowley 100% cashmere. What size are you? Medium. Gray polka dot sweater. So I've had this since last winter. I think I got it toward the tail end of winter. Okay, and there were the sales from Mercari. So let's go ahead and do Depop, 3 sales. This Obey hat came in that Help See accessories palette. Sold for $22.95. These 9 West booties I paid $1 for. They are leather and they are vintage. And they sold on an offer to me and they had so much interest for $30. But look at the back of those. So like a stiletto, almost like a stiletto heel. And they are leather, but look at the inside, guys. They're cracking. And I disclosed that. And they still sold for $30. So I like Depop for that. And then last is a Leg Avenue schoolgirl costume. That sold for $20. Now something's going on because I pulled this costume out. And yeah, and it's sitting here with these things. And you know what? It went with that bundle. This is a costume. It's a ninja costume. And it went with the Poshmark bundle for $50. So they got the 2 bras, the costume, which isn't new with tags, but it's new without tags, and the Cacique bra. So sorry about that. That was in the bundle. I was wondering, I'm like, why is that sitting there? All right, and then we're going to lastly move on. I'm going to move you over with me to eBay. 8 sales on eBay. So let's take a look. Oh, I never told you where I got this from. And those boots came from Salvation Army. This came from a Help See costume. I think about like 100 some costumes last year in August. They didn't have costumes this year, and that made me very sad because honestly, costumes kept my September and October afloat. And I'm sorry, I look like a hot mess. Like I said, I haven't done anything today except work. So that's where those came from. And I've had that. I have one tote left, and I had like, at one time probably had like 10, 12, 14 totes of costumes. So I sold through almost all of them. I might have 25 left total. Okay, Lucky brand also came from my friend Heather. These sold for $26.26. These are the Lucky brand high-rise boot, and they're called the Bianca. And again, $26.26, and that does not include shipping. So my totals don't include shipping. Tyndale is a really great brand to pick up. It's arc rated, so it is flame resistant. And we have a lot of it around here because we have the New York Power Authority. Actually, my partner works at the Power Authority. He's an electrician, so he wears arc rated items. So whenever I see them locally, that's where I got these locally, I pick them up. I don't remember how much I paid, but I had quite a few of these and I've sold through all of them. Women's size 12, these sold for $20. So sometimes they sell for a little bit more, sometimes they sell for a little bit less, but I always feel like very comfortable picking them up because I know they'll sell through. It's something somebody needs, not wants. So now I also just picked these Liverpool leggings up. I like the Liverpool legging. These were size 12, pull on style, even though they're skinny. This is a very expensive jean brand. I think they may sell them through Stitch Fix. These sold for 20 bucks. I paid $1 for them. They're going in also my next video, so I'm going to throw those over there because I need to make that video next. So $20 on those. I only had those listed a couple days and they sold. This is a Sundance silk top that I got from my local Salvation Army also. I've only had it a couple weeks. Really beautiful silk top. And it sold on an offer to me for $35. I think I had it listed for like 48, 49 something. Size small. Very happy with that. And I got that on Dollar Day. But this next sale may surprise you, and if it does, hopefully it's in a good way so that it opens up your, like, what you can pick up. I purchased these 2 baskets from my local Salvation Army. I probably paid $1 each for them. They were full of like that green stuff that people put flowers into, and I had to clean it out. I actually saw a little bit on the side of one of them when I pulled them. But I like to pick up baskets like this because I know where I live. We live right near the Adirondacks in northern New York. This is a very popular style. So I'll pick stuff up like this. These sold for $39. No, and 97 cents. Yes, but 30% off. So about 30 bucks these sold for. $30, guys. That's nuts. 30 bucks for 2 baskets. So there you go. Okay, a Theory silk top. I'm pretty sure I also got this Theory silk long sleeve blouse. It's like a light gray color from Heather as well. This sold for $31. I'm guessing my average cost of goods for when I got that from her was around 10. Sometimes it's as low as 7. Sometimes it's as high as 15 or 16. It just depends on what you're looking to purchase. These Clark's Cloud Steppers, I like picking these up in a size 8, excellent condition. Always get them in excellent condition. They sold for $28.99 with an extra 30% off, so about 20 bucks. All in, they were $29.85. And I like picking these up for $1 or $2 locally. I know I got these locally. They do pretty well. They sell pretty regularly for around $20, $25. And then last, everyone, is a brand that tends to sell much better in the fall and winter, and that is Pendleton, which is known for its wool items. And this is 100% Shetland wool. It's a men's large, quarter zip, and it does have a couple holes in it, which I just closed, so you can see that. And it's still sold for $30 with holes in it. So I just actually picked up another really beautiful Pendleton button down, and it will be in my next video because I just picked it up. So that's it, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this what is selling for me kind of video. I love making these videos because they help you learn like what's going on with other people. What are they selling? How much are they selling it for? How much should I pay for it? These are the videos I like to watch. What sold videos are my favorite. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit. Let me know what's selling for you and how things are going. I hope you guys are selling lots and making all that money to get ready for the holidays. Thanks, everyone.